Whoops. What's up everybody? Jeff Larson with Creative Income, and today I'm going to go over how I got into social media marketing and how I got my first few clients. Let's jump into the video. Alright, for those of you that don't know, I run a social media marketing agency. It's called Social Thumbprint Marketing. Alright, so some of you may ask, what is a social media marketing agency? Pretty much, you start a business and you help other businesses get more customers, increase their sales through social media marketing. For example, I've decided to focus in on the restaurant niche. So I approach restaurant owners and managers and I tell them that I can get them more customers, I can make their restaurant more well known, and I do this by working with their Facebook, their Instagram, all their social media, and I use advertising like Facebook advertising, Instagram advertising to attract new customers and actually get them into their restaurant. So if you're good with social media and you enjoy it and want to learn more about it, maybe social media marketing is for you. But first, let's talk about how I was introduced to it and how I got started with it. Rewind a few years ago, I started my first business, Silver Linings Jewelry. So I made jewelry by hand in my home, and then I sold that online. And I tried Etsy, I tried Amazon Handmade, and I did well on those platforms. I actually got most of my sales using Instagram. And when I first started, I'd used social media a lot, but I didn't know how to sell on social media. So starting that business forced me to know how to sell on social media. So that's kind of how I got my start in learning how to get customers through social media marketing. Now after that, I decided that I wanted to help other people do that as well. So that's when I decided to start a social media marketing agency. And it wasn't until I came across Tai Lopez's social media marketing agency course that I really decided that that's what I wanted to do. So the first step is you need to educate yourself.
Knowledge.
You need to know what to do. You need to know how to bring in results once you get these customers and these clients. So you need to find a mentor, you need to buy a course, or you need to just study on your own. The course helped me out a lot, but that wasn't everything I needed to learn how to do social media marketing. I ended up reading books like this one, this one, this one, this one. Wait a second. This one. So yeah, on top of buying the course, by the way, I bought the course for $1,000 from Tai Lopez. One of the best purchases I've ever made. I'm not affiliated with his course at all, but I highly recommend courses from people that know what they're doing. And technically, Tai Lopez doesn't own a social media marketing agency, but he hired people to come in from all over the globe to teach lessons in social media marketing, and I got tons of value from it. So you need to learn from the right people, people that are actually killing it in the social media space right now. I found myself subscribing to YouTube channels like Gary Vaynerchuk, listening to podcasts, listening and finding everything that I could to learn more about social media marketing. Like I said, educating yourself is the most important thing. Instead of listening to music at the gym, I would put in a podcast or a YouTube video and listen to that and learn from other people that are doing social media marketing and that are doing it right. All right, second thing that I did to start getting clients and starting my business is I took action. Now, this is huge and it sounds like, pretty obvious, but a lot of people will read all these books and listen to all these things, and then they just never start. They never do it. They don't think they're ready. And you may not be 100% ready, but you don't know that until you go out and you try and get your first customer. So what I ended up doing was just going out in my car, driving to all these businesses and just trying to speak with an owner or a general manager, and just getting myself out there and trying. And that part was kind of scary, but after the first 3 or 4, I felt super comfortable with it, and that's, I think, what really helped me grow is just I went out and started doing the things that I learned. And it is a lot of work. When I first started, I was actually working at a car dealership, and I would actually jump in my car, change my clothes real quick, and then I'd go pitch a few businesses during like my lunchtime. I ended up doing it more than I should have, and I eventually quit that job and just jumped right all into social media marketing before I even had a client. I don't recommend that, but it's the push that I needed to go all in. So after I did that, I started setting up multiple appointments every single day and probably talking to 20, 25, 30 people a day until I got my first client. And it didn't take long before I got my first client, just being consistent, setting up appointments and showing people what I could do to help them get new customers in using Facebook advertising and engaging on Instagram and sending out direct messages, all these things that I could do for them that would help them. And they saw the value in that, and I started getting customers. I think in a few months I was able to get up to about $7,000 a month with my social media marketing agency, and I was pumped. And it's just going out there and hitting the pavement hard is really what it takes. And some people do better on the phones, cold calling or sending out emails, which I'm doing a lot more cold calling now. But when I first started, I wanted face-to-face encounters. I wanted to learn how to speak with a business owner and what words that I would say that would get them excited, because that's how you got to sell. You have to know what gets your customer excited, what they need, what they don't need. And sometimes when you don't have that face-to-face interaction, it's hard to get those cues, like how they're feeling, what they need for their business, what they don't need for their business. So I learned a ton by doing that. All right, and once you get your clients, it's really important that you don't just sit back. That was what I did, and I totally regret it. I had a client drop me that was paying me $3,000 a month. And it devastated me. I was just felt so bad, didn't know if I could do it anymore. And it was a very difficult client, and they didn't see the vision that I had for them. Communication was bad. In all reality, we messed up on both sides, and I learned a lot from it. But I also let it get me down, and I struggled with that for a little bit. So you can't just sit back and let a failure throw you off course. You need to keep grinding, keep finding those new clients. You can't rely on someone to stay with you for 6 months to a year. You need to keep going out, getting more clients, growing your business if you want your business to be strong. And that's something that I'm learning even today, and something that I'm continuing to do. So there's my little advice on how to get your agency started. If you have any questions about social media marketing, how you could possibly get into it, let me know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. I'm going to try and do one every day or close to every day, and I'll see you in the next video.